the last day this weekend, at least, for voter registration. Let's get an update in terms of ID collections and many other issues surrounding the Department of Home Affairs. We speak to the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Njabulo Nzuza. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this weekend. I guess based on the information at your disposal, how are things looking from the side of the Home Affairs Department?
Well, we had a few technical glitches yesterday morning, but we immediately then resumed. It mainly affected the Johannesburg offices, but we are quite happy with the progress that we have made. We had about 12,000 people visiting our offices yesterday, and from those, they visited the 268 offices. We had about 103 mobile offices out to make sure that everybody who wants to get an identification document, they actually do so. And we are continuing today. We opened our offices from 8 in the morning. We are aligned with the IEC operating hours of about 5 in the afternoon. So that's how we are going to be operating today from 8 to 5 in the afternoon.
You mentioned that some 12,000 people yesterday visited Home Affairs offices throughout the country. Have they been collecting their identity documents?
Yes, they were there for collections. Others came in to make new applications for their lost or new applications completely in terms of the first-time issues. Our main focus is on the 135,000 young people who are first-time applicants whom we have issued their identification documents that we want them to come and collect. We have opened dedicated counters for purposes of collections. Our BAPS systems, which is the branch appointment booking system, is also working for young people as well as those who want to come and collect their identity documents. What is also important is that beyond the issue of identification collection, we are also issuing the temporal identification certificates for those who would have lost their identity documents and need an emergency document to go and register to vote, and for any other purpose for that matter. So we do issue TICs as well.
Sure. I do beg your pardon, I missed that figure in the beginning of your answer, but just how many young people have collected their identity documents?
Well, our target is the 135,000 that we want to collect. We're going to correlate figures on Monday in terms of the total number of people who will have came through to collect over the weekend. But the 135,000, we need them to come and collect because they are first-time issues, which means they've never had an ID document before. So it's important for them to come and collect so that they can participate in democracy.
Sure. What happens, Mr. Nzuza, with some people who have either had complications in terms of the Home Affairs Department? You find that they've been married off, some of them, and they've been trying to get their names cleared. Are you presented with some of those challenges?
Yes, we are presented with those challenges where we find that people enter into marriages of convenience and all those things. Because in the main, when people say they've been married off, you find out that they actually participated in the process because we have to take fingerprints. You find out that person says, no, I've been married off, and then when you check, they were there. During the day of the marriage, they actually had their fingerprints actually captured. We are discouraging. People must safeguard their own identity. You must not be part of any form of schemes that are out there that are happening. They deal with your identification and it causes serious problems for you in the future. But we are also running LRB, which is late birth registration for those who did not register the birth of the children within 30 days. Because that's what we are saying. We have opened up offices in health facilities to make sure that as soon as the child is born, don't leave the hospital without registering the birth of that particular child, so that they are entered into the population register, they are given an identity number which will help them in the future. Even when we are no longer there as a parent, a child has an identity, they are in the population register, which makes it easy when they turn 16 to get an identification document.
Perhaps you can help inform some of our viewers in terms of the more convenient ways they can get their identity documents, that you don't necessarily have to go to a Home Affairs Department. What other options do South Africans have?
Well, our most popular option right now is the issue of the branch booking appointment system, which we call it BAPS. Go and log on to BAPS, book an appointment, and we guarantee you to service you on the time that and the slot that we have given you. We are now in the process of launching what we call the kiosk for those who are going to be coming in for renewals, for those who will have lost their IDs and who are coming for second-time issue. Those kiosks will operate almost like an ATM using facial recognition. So those are some of the cutting-edge technology that we are introducing. Some of the people who are located in rural areas, we are making use of mobile units. Just this weekend, we deployed 103 mobile units throughout the entire country for them to issue out as well as collect new applications.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. I guess we'll look forward to tomorrow when you give us details in terms of that target of 135,000.